Hi, in today's video we have 6-week-old mini Australian Labradoodle puppies, and in this video we're going to give you a little snapshot of each of their personalities. Hi, I'm Claire from Isle Doodles, and today's video is the 6-week litter update for our much anticipated litter. This litter is mini Australian Labradoodle puppies, and we're getting close to our allocation day. So today we're going to have Taylor's assessments of each of the puppies. Taylor's our assistant, and she's also a certified trainer. So each of us, Reynold, Taylor, and myself, we all make our own individual assessments of the puppies. And then as we get closer and closer to allocation day, we go through each of our assessments, we combine them all, and then we take all of our family's homework assignments, and that's how we begin our matching process. So we're going to be doing that very shortly with this litter of Labradoodle puppies. So today we'll have Taylor's little synopsis of each puppy and also give you some information on my own observations. So we'll do the puppies in birth order as we always do. So this is light blue collar, and this little boy is a very cute little chocolate phantom puppy. And as Taylor says, this boy is very sweet. Never ever complains about anything, and that is absolutely true. We have not heard his voice yet. He just never has any complaints. Whatever you want to do with him, he's fine with. And as Taylor says, he adapts really well to new environments and situations. He's very cuddly and he loves to show affection. And this is definitely true with Mr. Light Blue Collar. He is a very fun and affectionate little guy. When you come into the room, he can't wait to give you his smile and say, "Hi, are you here to cuddle me?" Taylor also says he's excellent on his own. He has a good level of independence, but he also is very happy and really enjoys playing with the other puppies. Now we've integrated 2 of our litters together. So we have 11 puppies from our litter that was born just a few days before these Labradoodle puppies were born. So we have all 19 of them together. So all of these puppies are playing with all 19 puppies. And Mr. Light Blue Collar Boy is doing really well with that. And as Taylor has noted, whenever Mr. Light Blue is sleeping, he's always cuddled up with somebody. This is not a puppy that you see ever sleeping on his own. He doesn't go into the crate on his own. He doesn't sleep on any of the toys on his own. He just always wants to be snuggled. He is a very tactile little guy, very affectionate, very adaptable, and just as sweet as can be. So that's our little light blue collar boy. There we go. And next we're going to see Miss Purple Collar. Hi, Purple. Now, Purple Collar girl is a caramel extreme party. Hi, sweetie. How are you? This little girl is also very similar to Light Blue Collar in that she is a very sweet puppy. Now you see she's a little bit nervous right now. She's not too sure what's going on. She says, why am I up here? But you'll notice how she has extremely strong eye contact. She's looking to me constantly for reassurance and for all of her cues and to know that everything is just fine. So Purple is really tiny. She's one of the smallest, if not the smallest puppy in the litter, but her size does not stop her from anything. Very affectionate, loves to cuddle, and this little girl is a definite lover of children. She is so drawn to children. She really enjoys them. She's very quiet. We haven't heard her voice either, but she has a good level of confidence. She's not at all cowed by anything. And even though she's smaller, if one of the other puppies is bullying on her, and sometimes her big sister Brown Collar does that, she's fine. She will turn around and growl back and snap, but she's never too fussed or upset by any of that behavior. She's really good at playing both independently and with the other puppies. So this is a puppy who will do very well in a family with children and also do really well in a home office type environment or being taken to the office. So that's our little sweet bug Purple Collar girl. Next we have Navy Collar girl. There you go, little Purpy. Navy is a beautiful chocolate sable party. And this is one of the things I really like to see when the puppy comes to see me, is we have a nice little wagging tail, lots of interest, going to see what the toy is, and very alert. and ready to just engage despite the fact that this is a totally different situation. Now, as Taylor says, Dark Blue is a very outgoing puppy. She is very, very gregarious. She has tremendous confidence and she has tremendous interest in doing all sorts of new things. She loves to explore new areas of outside on her own, as Taylor's noted. And she does use her voice. She will vocalize to communicate what she wants. She's very, very consistent to ask to go inside after she's been outside and she's tired. This is not a puppy who likes to just flop down and sleep any old place. This is a puppy who likes to find her bed where she's comfortable, curl up in a familiar space, and go sound to sleep. In fact, just before we were making the video today, it was at the time for their morning nap, and she was sound asleep, and even when Reynolds picked her up, we didn't get too much response from her initially because she's like, hey, this is my rest time. What are you doing waking me up, right? Yes, beautiful puppy inside and out. Next we have Orange Collar Girl. Oh my gosh, somebody who's complaining there. So the puppies have all started their crate training, and they've been doing that both as a group and a couple as individuals, but mostly as a group still. So we have 6 out of the 8 of them who are terrific in the crate, and then we've got 2 who still need a little bit of extra help. So right now that is Green Collar Girl, and she's in the crate all by herself. So this is an experience that's not normal for her in that she's there all by herself. And that's because we have the puppies split up into different crates. And of course, I have her crate companion here with me, Miss Orange Collar Girl. This puppy is a Black Phantom. And oh my goodness, this puppy, she has stolen a lot of hearts, including mine. She has a mind of her own. She's super quirky. She's very unique and different and very independent from everyone. Her favorite place to sleep is in a rubber bowl. And I'll just explain that to you. One of the things we do is in the puppies area, we have all sorts of different things that challenge them all the time. So one of the things we have is a big rubber, it's a grain bowl for horses. And we flip it over upside down sometimes so the puppies have to learn how to walk over it. Sometimes I put it in front of their food dishes so they have to problem solve and figure out how to get to the food. And sometimes we turn it right side up so they can explore inside of it. So when it's turned right side up, that's where you'll find this little girl. And because she's black and the bowl is black, the first couple of times we couldn't even see her in there. We're like, where is Orange Collar? But there she was, all sound asleep in her bowl. She's quiet, she's fierce and fearless. She loves to be outside, and she really is excellent about sharing. It doesn't matter if it's her toy or her chew stick or her bowl. She will share all the time. She is definitely the opposite of a hoarder. Right, little baby? Just the sweetest little personality, and such a fun puppy with all of her little interesting ways. She is, as Taylor said, quite the quirky little one who's going to always be up to something that's going to make you smile. So that's Orange Collar Girl. Next we have Green, who was the puppy who was making a little bit of a song there about being in the crate by herself. And we'll see now that we put Orange in by herself if she does the same or not. Hi, Green Collar Girl. How are you? Hello. So Green Collar is a chocolate phantom. So she's similar to Light Blue Collar. Hi, how you doing? And Green Collar is one of the more sturdy puppies. She's a really nice, solid puppy. Good, nice head, and she's got a beautiful, blocky body. And Taylor's remarks on Green Collar is that she's a total sweetheart, loves to cuddle upside down. Oh yes, that's right. You're the one who likes to have your tummy rubbed. So we do this with all the puppies all the time, but some of them really, really enjoy lying in your arms upside down and just getting a tummy rub. And Green Collar is one of those puppies. Taylor says she's really good in new environments, and she absolutely adores the crate. This is a puppy that we find almost always sleeping in a crate. And she also says that she will prefer to play with the other puppies over playing independently on her own. Now, I've noticed with green collar, though, if she will use a toy as a replacement for a puppy. If she has a toy that she enjoys, she will get quite immersed with that and be quite happy to spend her time. But she also, as Taylor noted, is a sharing puppy. She'll take that toy and she'll try to engage another puppy with her to play with her. So that's our green collar girl. Next is Mr. Yellow Collar Boy. Hello, handsome. Hi, how are you? Hello. Yellow collar is a phantom, just like green and light blue, but he is a black phantom boy. He has such beautiful markings. The black phantom is always such a striking color combination, especially on the face where it really, really sets it off. Just a beautiful marking. So this little guy, this is probably the most calm puppy out of everyone. It doesn't matter where you throw him, what type of situation you put him in. He's like, oh yeah, okay, let's go. Let's play. Let's do something fun. Yeah, right? Yeah. He also is a huge lover of the crate. And today, when we were just before the video, he was sound asleep in the very back of the crate where we usually confine him, completely zonked out. And this is where he always chooses to sleep. He will seek out the crate and make sure that it's available to him so he can go in and sleep. And he doesn't care if he's in there by himself or if he's in there with 3 or 4 other puppies. He's a quiet guy, confident, and very, very good with independent play. This is a puppy who is more than happy to be on his own. He's also very, very much a people dog. This is a puppy that will choose us over another puppy. He is much more interested in interacting with people than he is with any of his litter mates. And he's probably the one that when we integrated all 19 of them together was like, oh, why did we do that? I much preferred it when it was just the 8 of us. So that's our handsome little yellow collar boy. He's got that gleaming ebony coat. So beautiful. Hello, sweetheart. There we go. And next we have brown collar girl. Brown collar girl is our most interesting puppy in this litter. She has the most unique look because she has just this little half brown ear and one little smidge of brown on the right near the end of her bum. And she also has the most unique personality, don't you? She has a big personality, this girl. Her favorite toy out of everything is the mop we use to clean the doodle den with. She also falls sound asleep when you're vacuuming. She has absolutely no fear of anything. It doesn't matter if you put the vacuum right up beside her and just go, like she'll be sleeping and we can move the vacuum this close to her. No, you got some of your breakfast on you here, dear. And she just like, oh yeah, so it's the vacuum. Okay, that's fine. She is a puppy who absolutely hates being on her own. She is the type of puppy who is going to thrive in a family, preferably where people are retired, where they're home all the time, and she is just always the constant center of attention. She craves attention. She craves support from people. So in my estimation, she probably needs a little bit more in the area of confidence training, which we're working on with her. Because generally when a puppy craves that much attention and finds it hard to be alone, then that's the type of puppy that I always say needs a little bit more inner self-confidence. And you can see she's even fussing a little bit right now. She's not much of a cuddler, but she does love to get pets and to be picked up when she wants attention. So she cuddles on her terms is the way that Taylor puts it. And that's exactly right. She'll come and she'll cuddle, and now she'll tell me, yeah, I want to go down. And then she wants to go down, and then she'll tell me when she wants to come up. She is fairly brave for the most part. She does explore new things. Taylor says she thinks that she's quite confident, and I think Taylor would agree with me that she is, except for when she is isolated. So if she's in the crate by herself, she doesn't just complain, she squawks. She really doesn't enjoy that aspect of things at all. But she will come around and see she's looking at me. She does get her cues from her people. She just likes to pretend that she's a little bit more confident than she is. So that's brown collar girl. And last but not least is our final Phantom in the litter and another chocolate phantom. This is Red Collar Girl. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Red Collar is one of the smaller puppies as well. And Taylor says she will tell you, excuse me, she'll speak to you to tell you what it is she wants. So you heard her voice a little while ago when she was in the crate all by herself, when she was quite clearly telling us, excuse me, I would like someone with me, or I would like to get out. Why am I in here by myself? I can hear your voice and you're not paying attention to me. She's very thoughtful. She does not jump headfirst into things. She is the puppy who will watch everyone else, observe what they've done, and then decide whether or not she thinks that's a good activity for her to participate in. She may decide that no, it's not something she wants to do at all. She prefers to play with the other puppies over toys. She likes toys, but they're so far not the big thing in her life. She's total cuddle bug. She really responds to being held, and she likes to be right in, snuggled up with you. And this puppy is extraordinarily receptive to voice tone. So if somebody's doing something, so let's say your sister Brown is making too much of a fuss and I'm telling Brown to be quiet and I'm using a slightly sterner tone, if Red is nearby and she hears me, she will think that it's directed at her and she will immediately go and try to correct whatever she perceives as being the incorrect behavior. And sometimes you can see her little mind working as she goes, I'm just actually sitting here, so I'm not sure. Why would Mom be using that voice? You could almost see the wheels turn inside her head. But she's going to be a super easy to train puppy. This is a puppy that's really ideal for a first-time dog owner because she really catches on very quickly and really desires to do what you want. So that's Red Collar Girl. So that's all of the puppies in our litter. And Taylor's final remarks on this litter of Labradoodle puppies is that overall the litter is very strong in terms of the response with children and new people. They have met a number of different new people. With COVID restrictions being relaxed somewhat, we have been able to have more people around. And also because it's summer now, so much easier because we can do everything outside. These puppies just are enthralled with being outside. 6 out of the 8 of them have done really well in the crate independently. And as I said, we've just started working with them in the crate on their own basis. And then once we do the allocations, and those allocations will be made known to all of our families on July the 4th, we'll probably have it figured out a couple of days ahead of time with maybe a little bit of adjustment here and there depending on if something pops up. So all the puppies who are in the Head Start program, we will then concentrate very strongly on having them in the crate on their own. And that's when we will start to teach them to be sleeping overnight in the crate and to be able to go for longer periods of time during the day. So we'll get them up to about a 30-minute period of time in the crate with no response. So that's when the real benefit of the Head Start program comes in terms of crate training. Now when they're vocalizing and if they're complaining about being alone, again, if they're in the Head Start program, that's something that we'll address. Each individual puppy will have their individual issues, and their strengths and their weaknesses will all be dealt with during Head Start. So really focus on the weaknesses and rehabilitate those and get those to not be a problem by the time you pick your puppy up, and the strengths will just continue to build on. And but we don't focus on them as much as we do on the things that we perceive to be their so-called weaknesses. Taylor says that overall the litter is a very confident bunch, and she has remarked that all of them are quick learners. And I would say that I would definitely concur with that. They are very fast learners, this group of puppies. Holly is also very much like that, and Trip as well. So that doesn't surprise me with this combination, that we have a group of very intelligent puppies who are willing and easy to train. So for anyone who's a first-time dog owner, these puppies are going to be quite easy to get to do what you want them to do, because they're going to be probably just as smart as you at that. But there's one warning, is that with a smart puppy, you get a puppy who will wrap themselves around their little paws very quickly, and they will start to train you the minute you walk out the door with your puppy or drive out of the driveway with your puppy. So just something to keep in mind. Taylor, of course, is always available to help all of our families with training. She can do in-person training, she can do video training, and she's always on the owner's Facebook page to answer any questions that anyone has. So she's a really super resource for when you get your puppy first home and you're trying to educate yourself and your puppy as to getting everything just balanced out. Now, next week's video will be our allocation video. And then following that, we will do a pickup video where we'll go through everything regarding insurance, raw food feeding, what's in your puppy starter pack if you have one of those, your contract, everything that will be in your pickup package. So a lot to go through in the next couple of weeks. And of course, the big reveal will be happening next week on your week 7 update, when you will find out which puppy has chosen you to go home with. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them below. I'm happy to answer. If you enjoyed the video and have a moment, please give us a thumbs up. And we hope you're subscribed to our channel. And we really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching.